We are going to start by learning how to factor. And with these videos, we're going to do what's called sliding and dividing. Okay? The very first step, which I've been stressing right here to my class, is pulling out the GCF. Okay? So when I look here, out of these three terms, what is my GCF? You look at the smallest number and you say, does 2 go into 10? Yes. Does 2 go into 4? Yes. So I will pull out the GCF, which is a 2. Now, like we did yesterday, let's divide out the GCF and write what's left. If I divide out a 2 here, okay, 2 divided by 2 is what? 1x squared. 10 divided by 2, 5x, and 4 divided by 2 is 2. This is nothing different than what we did yesterday, right? Now, what we have to do is try and factor this right here. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to take the number. Now, just be patient on this because I don't want you to write this down. You're going to take the number that is in front of the x squared. You're going to forget about the GCF until the very end. You take this number here, 1. We're sliding it back here to the back. What is 1 times 2? 2. I need the factors of 2. What are the factors of 2? 1 times 2 is 2. Those are the only factors. Well, and -1 and -2, right? But you need the factors that add up together to give you this middle number. Do any of these add up together to give you 5? 1 plus 2 is 3. -1 plus -2 is -3. Since none of these add up together, your answer is just 2x squared plus 5x plus 2. All you could do is pull out the GCF. Okay? And here's what you're going to find. No, I'm going to go through all these steps. You are going to be confused. Everybody's light bulb is going to come on at different times. Some of you, I'm still waiting for a light bulb to come on at all this year. Haha, just kidding. But no, seriously, during this, it's going to take a little while. Hold on. All right, here we go. Here's the first problem that is on your paper that you guys have on the notes. Step 1 is always to factor out the GCF. If you don't have the note page that has these step-by-step, number 1, 2, 3, you want to make sure and make notes to yourself. Pull out the GCF. So now, I look at the smallest number. Does 9 go into 39? No. What's the next number that multiplies to give you 9? What numbers multiply together to give you 9? 3 times 3. Does 3 go into 39 evenly? Take 39 divided by 3, it does. Does 3 go into 12? Yes. So my GCF is 3. Let's write what's left. So you divide everything by 3. Now I get 12 divided by 3, which is 4. X squared, don't forget the x squared, plus 13x plus 3. All we did was pull out the GCF. Step 2 says to do the sliding. So what we're going to do is this. I'm going to leave that GCF out there. Okay? You're going to take the 4 and I'm going to slide it to the back. What does that mean? It means now instead of, the reason why we're sliding it is so that we just have an x squared. Bring down the 13x. Now what is 4 times 3? 12. So when you slide it, you're multiplying actually. Actually, that's why it says multiply. Yeah, you multiply by the back number. Now, next step is rewrite it without deleting it. That's what I just did right here. Let me move this down. I know, all these. Okay, here we go. All right, so I rewrote it. Now I'm going to factor the trinomial. That's what's inside the parentheses right here. Now here's what it means. Take the back number right here. Take that 12. I need the factors of 12. What numbers multiply together to give me 12? 1 times 12, 2 times 6. You don't have to go in order. You can write them however. 3 and 4. Now, I need the factors that add up together to give me 13. 1 plus 12 gives me 13. 2 plus 6 gives me 8. 3 plus 4 gives me 7. I need 1 and 12. So here's what we're going to do. We have the 3. Now we're going to split up into two parentheses. The x squared splits up as x and x. And I'm going to have the plus 1 and the plus 12. Okay? Now, issue is this. Well, no, actually, this is very simple. What did we slide? What number did we slide? We slid that 4, right? Okay, so now what you have to do is you have to go and divide everything. You got to do that slide number. Divide these numbers inside the parentheses by 4. Okay? No, wait, this is it. This is the last step. It's actually so much easier than the box and everything that's on there, but everybody learns differently. I think it causes us to have less errors. So I'm going to put my GCF, 3. Now, does 1 divided by 4, does that give me a whole number? No. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this 4 right back in front of that x. So I'm going to put 4x plus 1. On the next one, next parentheses, what's 12 divided by 4? 3. So I'm going to have x plus 3. If it divides nicely, I just leave it alone. Now, this is my answer. Don't worry if you're confused. It's okay. You guys, we have to practice. Did you learn your first wrestling moves the first time Coach showed you? Yeah. Actually, but were you able to implement them the very first time? No. Nice try. You weren't on varsity praise. Nice try. All right. So to check it, you put this into Y1. What you believe the answer is the very first thing into Y2 and press second graph to see if you got it right. Let's try the next one. Ready? I'm just going to write this. Hold on. Let's do this. It was 5x plus, 5x squared plus 11x plus 2. Is that what it said on your paper? No. Okay. Step 1, GCF. I like my notes better. That's why I'm struggling, is because I'm trying to use their notes and I'm having a hard time. All right. GCF. Is there a GCF? Raphael, we looking? Yeah, you're on the video now. All right. Look at the 2. Does 2 go into 11? No. There is no GCF. Cool. We get to move on. Step 2. This is the slide. Take the 5, slide it to the back. Okay? So now I just have x squared plus 11x. What's 5 times 2? 10. All right. Now we need to factor. All right, so to factor means I've got to split them up into parentheses. X squared is always the easiest. X and x. Okay, take this back number back here. What are the factors of 10? Now, one thing I'm going to show you is this. Look, go to your calculator. 10 shouldn't be as easy, or as hard, but go to y equals. And if you put your number, ready, put 10 divided by x, and you press second graph, it's always going to say 0 and error because you can't divide by 0. But look at these other numbers. See the whole numbers? Those are your factors. 1 and 10, 2 and 5. The calculator can do the factors for you. I need the factors that add up to this middle number. The middle number is 11, right? Which one of these factors give me 11? 1 and 10. 1 plus 10 gives me 11. Remember, add them together. So I'm going to have plus 1 and plus 10. The last thing, the very last thing you do is divide. What number did we slide? The 5. We're going to divide all of that by 5. Now, does 1 divided by 5, does that work evenly? No, so that 5 is going to go here. 5x plus 1. Now, is 10 divided by 5 even? Yes. Yes, it's 2, so it's x plus 2. That's my answer. What it is you guys have to be patient. and everybody's going to catch on at different rates. Okay? And I'm telling you, it just depends at what rate we get this at. All right. So now I want you to look at the half sheet that is somewhere. Where's the half sheet with, no, 7-2.2. Let's start with number 4. Ready? Number 4. This is a homework assignment. Would you please make sure you have this out?
The small sheet?
The half sheet is yes.
With all the little questions that I don't want to do? Yes.
You. Number 4 says 6x squared minus 21x minus 12. Guys, I'm doing this sheet because this sheet is online, but there's another way of finding factors, and it's called doing the box backwards. That's what's all online. Okay. I am putting this stuff right now. Obviously, I'm videotaping, but this is going online as well, and it's going to go up in the news section, and it's going to say slide and divide. Okay, so you guys want to watch the slide and divide. Step 1. Ready? Did you write this down? Raphael is my victim. I think I've said his name over and over. What is my GCF? That's the first thing you have to find. So, yeah, does 6 go into 21? No. So I hear Ollie telling me that it's 3. And praise. Thank you. My GCF is 3. So you need to take out the GCF before you ever begin, or you're going to get false factors. All right. So now 6 divided by 3 is 2. Thank you for not saying 3. Smart Alex. All right. Negative 21 divided by 3. Negative 7x. And negative 12 divided by 3. Negative 4. It totally is not a cubed. It's supposed to be a squared. Thank you. Sorry. No, sorry. Yeah. Now, hold on, guys. I got 5 billion questions coming. Hold on. Fine. Be specific. 3. Slide. The slide is next. So number 2 is the slide. The slide means take the first number and slide it to the back. So I've got 3 parentheses. Remember, don't leave off that GCF or else it won't give you the right answer. So now I've got x squared minus 7x. Now what is 2 times negative 4? Negative 8. Now I must factor my trinomial. Remember, trinomial means 3 terms. So my 3 stays there. I'm going to split it up. X squared always easily goes x and x. Stay with me. Stay with me. Now, I need the factors of the last number, negative 8. Now, what I'm going to remind you again, go in the handy dandy calculator. Put in there negative 8 divided by x. Second graph. What do my factors need to add up together to be? They need to add up to give you the middle term, negative 7. So look at the first one. What's negative 1 plus 8? Positive 7. What about if I go down here and it's 1 plus negative 8? 1, oops, what happened? 1 and negative 8, when you add them together, what do you get? Negative 7. So now I'm going to use these factors right here. 1 plus negative 8 is negative 7. Plus 1. What's the very last step? The story is called slide and divide. What did we slide? I slid the 2. So divide that number in the parentheses by 2. Well, so I have 3x. What is 8 divided by 2? 8. Talk to me. Okay. Now, what is 1 divided by 2? Does it give you a whole number? If it doesn't give you a whole number, that 2 goes right up there in front of that x. When it doesn't divide evenly, you don't put it in there, and it will make more sense on the next unit. I promise. Everything, these last 3 units all build up to the whole, to the main attraction. Okay? Here we go. Next. Number 5.
Wait, so that's the answer?
That was the answer.
Oh, wait, y'all, wait. Don't.
Because look, remember guys, put the problem into Y1, right? What you think the answer is into Y2. Press second graph, and you can see if you're right. Now, what I'm going to tell you is on your assignments, if you don't have a graphing calculator at home, when you first come in, you need to check it on your calculator. Okay? And then make sure you got it right or wrong before you turn it in. Don't turn it in without checking, because I'm not going to be as nice when I'm grading, because you have the ability to check it, and if you don't check it, you're being lazy. All right. Next one. Number 5. Number 5 says 2x squared minus 3x minus 9. Ready? Step 1. GCF. Does 2 go into 3? Nope. There ain't no GCF. Okay. Step 2. Slide to the left. Oh, okay. I got to go the other way. Slide to the right. Okay. Now do it, baby. Okay, well, look. All right, here we go. So we're going to take the 2, slide it to the back. So now, y'all think I'm crazy? Just wait and see. My son's going to watch this video. He's going to be like, I'm so embarrassed. This is my mama. But he already knows I'm 15 sides of crazy. All right. Yeah, I've moved up from 10 to 15. All right. X squared minus 3x. Now, what's 2 times negative 9? Negative 18. Oh, just remember, next time y'all ever meet my son, you know, because he's only a year younger than y'all, just tell him you're sorry. You feel bad for him. Okay? So I slid. Now I need to factor. All right. So that means that I split it up, and very easily I always split up my x and x first. Now, what factors am I looking for? The factors of what number? I want to find the factors of negative 18. You may write them out all day long if you would like. If you want to do negative 1 and 18, 1 and negative 18, you sure can do that. But myself, I'm going into this bad boy right here and putting in there negative 18 divided by x. And now instead of writing it, like I used to have to in the old days, I can look at it. Okay, so the question was, how do you know which number to find the factors of? After you slide, you always find the factors of the last number. Okay? So now, I heard somebody tell me, when I go down here, I'm adding them together. I have 3 and negative 6. So 3, hold on. Lauren, I can't think when you're talking. Jeez. All right. 3 and negative 6. When I multiply them, they give me negative 18. When I add them together, they give me negative 3. So I have negative 6 and positive 3. Now, wait, what? Wait, the other way around. You put the 3 here? Yeah. Okay, great question. No, it doesn't matter which place you put it. You can put the 3 here and the negative 6 here. It doesn't matter. Okay? Now, the last thing is the divide. I need to divide by the number I slid with. What did I slide? I slid by 2. So divide everything by 2. Okay. X. Negative 6 divided by 2 is what? Negative 3. Does 3 divided by 2, does that come out even? No. Put the 2 up there in front of the x. So I get 2x plus 3. Was there a GCF? No. So this is my answer. You would put the problem into Y1, the answer into Y2, and press second graph. Last one we're going to do together. Is this number 6 now? Number 6 says x squared minus 12x minus 32. Okay, you have to remember these steps. Step 1 is always the GCF. Is there a number that goes out of all of them? Guys, I'll give you a hint. Bless you. If there's an x squared, there isn't any because it's a 1, right? 1 doesn't count because that wastes our time. So there's nothing to pull out. So now we go to 2 and we slide. Now, if there's, well, yeah, there's just that number 1 right there, right? So 1 times negative 32 is negative 32. There's nothing to slide, really. Okay, so now I can go and I can factor. See, if you just have this right here where it says x squared by itself, that's when you go, ah, because it's the easier ones, okay? Oh, yeah, I'm going on the voice next. All right, here we go. I'm so lying. Here we go. X squared splits up as x and x. Now, you need the factors of the last number right here. Negative 32 is where I need my factors. So I go to my handy-dandy calculator, and I go in here and I'll do negative 32 divided by x. Second graph. Okay, what do I need my factors to be? They need to be negative 12. So, praise, what did you tell me it was? Well, look, 4 and negative 8, that's negative 4. Wait, did I already miss it?
Yes.
You missed it.
Did I write the right problem?
Yes, if there isn't one. There is not one. It doesn't work.
Okay, so wait. When you add these together, I got 1 and negative 32. That gives me negative 31, right? 2 and negative 16 gives me negative 14. Since you cannot find the factors, okay, what you write is not factorable. No, listen. No, not factorables for real. What I mean is, if you can't find the factors of that last number, there's nothing that adds up together to give you that middle term, there is no factors. Now,